Welcome my broskis to yet another March video. This time I'm featuring all the best brutal indie games that are not first-person shooters. If you want the first-person shooters, I'll leave it linked down in the pinned comment. You should definitely not miss that video because March is absolutely insane. But now, let's dig in to the non-first-person shooter brutal indies of March. You will not be disappointed. Let's go! First up, we got War Robots Frontiers, because who doesn't love giant robots blowing each other into smithereens? Now this free-to-play PvP mech brawler is looking mighty fine gameplay-wise. Think of it as build a bear, but instead of a cute teddy, you're crafting a death machine armed to the teeth. The graphics, they're sharp, the battles, they look chaotic. And there's even a story for those who like a little narrative with their destruction. It also has daily, weekly and monthly events to keep the grind fresh. But a bit of a fair warning here, the monetization might raise an eyebrow. Still, if you're craving competitive mech mayhem, it might be worth spending a few bucks on the game.
Madness. Fear. Why am I doing this? To survive.
And next up we got Memory Lost, a top-down shooter that's dripping with style. The hand-drawn cutscenes are gorgeous to look at, and the gameplay? Oh, it's got that oomph. Blood splatters, explosions, and a killer mechanic where you can actually possess your enemies. Yeah, you can play as the enemy with over 60 enemy types, 10 bosses, and 5 upgrade trees. This dystopian tale of an AI rebelling against its creators is as deep as it is brutal. The game also throws in exploration, secrets, and puzzles, making it a well-rounded experience for anyone who loves a mix of story and action. Now, do you remember Zombieville USA? Well, it's back, and it's gone full 3D. This run-and-gun shooter takes the classic mobile formula and cracks it up to 11. The art style is very cartoony, but in my opinion, it looks rather slick. The gameplay is probably going to be just as addictive as any mobile game turned PC, and the chaos? It seems to be freaking real. Grab guns, blast zombies, scavenge for cash, and upgrade your gear. The combat is fast-paced, and with a variety of weapons at your disposal, every run is meant to feel fresh. Plus, the co-op mode turns this into a zombie-slaying party, making it a great pick for fans of arcade-style action. And now it's time we take it to the skies with Skyfear. Forget about guns and grenades, this time you're a dragon. Claws, fire breath and brutal melee combat are your weapon as you dive, dodge and slash through massive aerial dogfights. The maps, they're huge, featuring floating islands and ancient ruins, and the combat, it looks as intense as it is unique. You know, there is another dragon fighting game out there, but hey, there is not plenty of them, that's for sure. Now in Skyfear, you'll master different dragon classes, each with their own abilities, and the game offers both solo and online modes. Whether you're honing your skills or battling others, I think that this game deserves a spotlight simply due to its uniqueness and pretty awesome looking everything. Now it's time for the survivalists out there to shine. Raiders of the Apocalypse is here to test your limits. This roguelike throws you into a post-apocalyptic world where every decision could mean life or death. You get to scavenge for loot, manage your oxygen, and dive into hazardous bunkers filled with danger. The roguelike elements and procedural level generation ensure that no two runs are the same, and the tension seems to go up quite a lot as you race against the clock with your remaining oxygen. So with its intense gameplay and strategic resource management, this one's looking to be a decent high-stakes survival game. And now, my medieval warfare fans, Broadsword is calling your name. This game throws you into massive battles with clashing armies, blood-soaked chaos, and over 70 troop types across 5 factions. Whether you're leading knights into battle or holding the line with spearmen, the combat looks to be intense and rather satisfying. The game also features a deep tactical layer, allowing you to customize your army and adapt your different battle scenarios. And I mean, who never dreamt of leading a medieval army to victory, or slaughter for that matter? Well, I actually haven't, but I sure as hell question why I haven't, because this looks badass. If you're liking what you're seeing so far, remember to hit that like and subscribe for a ton more stuff like this. Now, AI Limit is like if Nier Automata and Dark Souls had a cyberpunk baby. The combat is fast, fluid and brutally satisfying, with a unique AI fusion system that lets you absorb the abilities of your enemies. The world is massive, filled with sprawling cities and eerie wastelands, and multiple endings to ensure you'll be coming back for more. The game's story revolves around humanity's last hope, resting in the hands of a rogue AI, which feels uncomfortably close to reality if you ask me. But is it going to be Souls-like combat or more hack and slash a la Darksiders style? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. You should go and play the demo available on Steam and find out yourself. After this video, of course.
(1949). World War II rages on.
Grit and Valor 1949 is like Slay the Spire meets XCOM. This roguelike semi-deck builder throws you into an alternate history 1940s, where you lead a squad of soldiers through procedurally generated missions. Every decision here counts, and one wrong move could spell disaster. And the game's deck building mechanics add a layer of strategy as you build your army of tactical commands and upgrades. With sleek art and very tactical gameplay, I have a feeling that this one could hook you for many hours to come. Retro fans, rejoice! Beyond the Ice Palace 2 is the sequel to the cult classic 8-bit platformer, and it's looking better than ever. The gameplay is where it should be with some modernization to it. The pixel art, it's gorgeous, and the challenge looks to be as brutal as ever. The game also introduces new mechanics and levels, making it a worthy successor to the original, I hope. So if you're into old school platformers with a modern twist, this one, it's a no-brainer for you. Now, did you ever want to pilot a heavily armed mech through a dystopian future in anime art style? Well, Metal Bringer has you covered. The combat combines hack and slash action with tactical maneuvering, and the world blends futuristic cityscapes with war-torn wastelands. The game also features a deep customization system, allowing you to upgrade your mech with new weapons and abilities. But keep in mind, it is a roguelike. Some of us love it and some of us don't. But there is no denying, if done right, it can be as fun as any other game out there. Odinfall, my broskis, mixes Viking mythology with sci-fi in an intense twin-stick shooter. The gameplay is fast and frantic, with waves of enemies and power-ups galore. The art style is gritty and unique, and the pixels are gorgeous to look at, blending Norse-inspired designs with sci-fi landscapes. The game also features a variety of weapons and abilities, ensuring that every run feels fresh. I mean, I had to feature at least one Survivors-like game, and this one looks to be a gem amongst them.
For those who came in late, 400 years ago, pirates attacked and destroyed a great sailing ship. A father sacrificed his own life to save his son. A sole survivor washed ashore. The young boy was nursed to health and swore an oath. I swear to devote my life to the destruction of all forms of piracy, greed, and cruelty. May my sons and their sons follow me. This is the legacy of my family. I am the Phantom.
Ooh, the Phantom. It is a side-scrolling beat-em-up with fast-paced combat and a gritty comic book vibe, just as it should be. The gameplay, it aims to be smooth, with a focus on timing and chaining attacks. The game also features a progression system that lets you unlock new abilities as you upgrade your character, and some old-school brawl mechanics that meets the Phantom in underwear. Yeah, it's a match made in heaven.
Only to die on some distant plain. One thing I know, I see my family again, even if I have to rise from the dead.
Chernobylite 2 Exclusion Zone doubles down on what made the first game so gripping. It blends first-person shooting with third-person, stealth and resource management, with a branching story and multiple endings. The environments, they look to be haunting, and the tension is palpable. The game also introduces new mechanics and enemies, making it hopefully a worthy sequel. I mean, there is a lot to this game, but I have to keep it short here. Hopefully, very soon though, we can dive deeper into this one on a stream. Seraph in the Darkness takes place in a bleak post-apocalyptic world where humanity is on the brink of survival. The combat seems to be very Diablo fast, fluid and a mix of hack and slash with RPG mechanics. The game also features deep customization options, allowing you to tailor your character to your playstyle. But can it live up to or even outmatch the likes of Diablo 4? It looks promising, but we can't know for sure until March 21st. Finally, we got the first Berserker Khazan. This Souls-like throws you into brutal, high-intensity combat as a Berserker in a savage world. Expect fast-paced action, blood-splattering attacks, and vicious battles where every freaking strike counts, as well as parries and dodges. And with that, of course, the game also features a deep combat system with a focus on skillful, relentless combat. It also has items and new gear to boost the strength of Khazan. It's all around an absolutely fantastic Souls-like, judging from the demo. Broski, thank you a million times for watching all the way to the end. Don't miss that we are currently running a Killing Floor 1 and 2 event on the Discord server. So if you're into that and you want to get the hype going for Killing Floor 3, you should definitely join the Discord, link down in the description. And remember, Papa Slim loves ya. Over and out.